Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the KKRLA Week 6, Game 7. It's the Musical Strikers taking on the number 3 Klub. So far, this week has been full of upsets and just a full out a crazy week so far that we have seen as teams are really trying to get the pace that they need to try to get to the tournament. Some teams don't have a lot of hope. Currently, right now in the net rankings, the Musical Strikers are sitting at number 10, so they're just barely scratching the play-in tournament. So the Musical Strikers are just barely scratching the play-in tournament. I know I just said that, but I tried to emphasize it in any way that I could. It's stormy out here in DFH Stadium at the Musical Strikers home court, and Klub is on the road, so the Musical Strikers might have a chance at winning this as they're at home. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this game started. I will announce the players' names at 4:40, 4 minutes and 40 seconds, and that first tip is going to go over to the Musical Strikers side, something the Musical Strikers don't exactly want to start out the game if they're going to pull off some crazy things, like an upset. Going to send it away immediately. Roundhouse trying to put up a shot. Hollywood going to block it. Obviously, we've seen both of these teams that are potential championship contenders. I mean, the Musical Strikers obviously have been all the way before, but lost, and Klub, I don't think has ever made it into the championship game, but they have always been the best team throughout, and this season they're really wanting to put a change to that record that they have. Always like the last couple of weeks when it comes near playoff time for the KKRLA, because well, you just get to see where your team might be able to place. Here goes that ball flying over into the Klub side. For the Musical Strikers, you have Hollywood, Sabretooth, Wolfman, and Heater. And for the Klub, you have Slider, Roundhouse, Goose, and Armstrong. Now, I did forget to mention that the Musical Strikers, I'm pretty sure, have a 2-3 record, so they're trying to even it out. Hollywood puts up the first shot. Nice assist by Wolfman, sending it off the wall. Hollywood's going to get that first shot, making the game 1-0, 3:38 left on the clock. What a nice shot by Hollywood as Slider. I kind of just gave that up. Klub currently is 4-1 record, hoping to add to it to be the only team that has a 5-1 record, pulling off what they did in the first ever season of the KKRLA. Musical Strikers want to send it back down into the Klub side. Trying to send it back as Wolfman. Sabretooth barely missed it. Armstrong sending it the wrong way. Slider's going to hit it down. Hollywood is going to put a stop to all that momentum. And then Armstrong's going to send it down into the Musical Strikers side. All right, I was trying to set up a nice shot. Amazing block by Hollywood. Goose, I think 50-50s with Sabretooth. Heater's trying to come in and get a shot off of that. Speaking of Heater, he just got demoed or demolition or something. I don't even know what to call it. Hollywood sending it up for Sabretooth. Sabretooth trying to push that in. Armstrong will save it. Still wanna know here at DFH Stadium as we roll into 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Slider really trying to bring it down for Klub as Wolfman's going to hit that away. I'm pretty sure I just said Wolfman is trying to bing it down. Like, I need to get my vocabulary working a bit better. Heater sending it far, far away. Ball's up there in the air. Also, make sure to check in the next couple of minutes after this game ends, as we're going to see the Kina Gamers at home take on the 8-Bit Legends. The Kina Gamers are number 16 in the net ranking, and the 8-Bit Legends are number 14, so it's not the greatest of teams playing, I guess. Armstrong's going to send up the game-tying shot, 1:57 left on the clock, as you can see here. A nice shot to put up, just throws it over. Not much they could do. Wolfman could have tried to pre-shot, but who knows? Third tip, 1:57 left on the clock. That ball is going to go over into the Musical Strikers side. Ball is trying to immediately go into the goal off the tip, but it's going to roll around and perfectly away. Roundhouse trying to do something about that. Heater's going to try to send it down. Goose will intercept. Roundhouse tried to put up a shot, but it was blocked. Armstrong trying to send up something. That's off the crossbar. Heater puts it up in there. That's making its way down into the Kina Club side. Heater is able to get the shot off for their first goal. 1:33 left on the clock. They will take back the lead. He was just waiting for his time. He saw that open area and sent it fully to put it in their corner. 2-1. Going into the fourth tip now with 1:33 left on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. That tip is going to make its way over to the Musical Strikers side once again. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, gotta keep yawning. And Wolfman is just going to immediately hit it, roll it into the Kina Club side. Musical Strikers are honestly trying to pull off this amazing upset. Heater tried to put up a shot, but would miss. Obviously, you can see Musical Strikers came here to play today. And also are trying to even out their score so they have a minimal chance at making the playoffs. Hollywood seeing that ball really just zooming. Armstrong sending that ball down. They're really trying to get the tie before this game ends. Sliders sends it up in the air. Rolls off the side. Wolfman, 50-50s with Armstrong. Wolfman wins that 50-50. That's good for the save. Heater trying to send it down into the Kina Club side. Will make that ball. Sabretooth trying to carry it out. Hits it up in the air. Slider with the save. Sabretooth with the putback to take a 2-point lead. 3-1. 0:39 left on the clock. What an impressive play. Sabretooth just saw his chance right there. I think Heater was going to come in nonetheless, but 3-1. 0:39 left on the clock. Here is the fifth tip. And over into the Kina Club side it goes. Hollywood tried to put it up for somebody. Armstrong trying to put up an ISO. Sabretooth almost saved it, but it's still rolling up in the red zone. That ball is still there for open, and Armstrong will just pull off the ISO to put this game at a 1-goal. No longer a 2 deficit, but a 1 goal. Just 1 goal. I can't even think of the word anymore. 3-2, 0:28 left on the clock. Here it goes. They need to hold them off for a couple of seconds. Sixth tip is going to go over into the Musical Strikers side. This is something that they didn't want. Kina Club could pull off the upset, giving up that. Hollywood trying to hit it around. You can't mess around. Roundhouse ties the game. 3-3, 0:19 left on the clock. They cannot mess up here. Hollywood had just rolled off his car. Heater tried to back up into that, but nothing could have been done there. 3-3, 0:19. Seventh tip. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your seventh tip is going to go over into the Musical Strikers side once again. This is something the Musical Strikers don't want. Trying to send up a shot for somebody with Slider. Or trying to send up a shot for himself. Heater's trying to push it down. Wolfman trying to hit it and go away. Oh my! 0! Just 6 seconds left on the clock. Accidental setup. Wolfman tried to hit it away. Slider saw the open shot and threw it. 3-4, 6 seconds left on the clock. The Musical Strikers need to hope that they win this tip and get a shot up immediately to tie the game. It's still feasible. It'd be really hard to do it. It's in their side. It's climbing the wall. I think Slider might have just ended the game there. And what an impressive comeback that Kina Club just pulled off right there, as they will be the overall #1 seed going in to week 7, as they will have a 5-1 record. Nobody else has a 5-1 record. It's all 4-2s. Armstrong is your MVP with 388 score, 2 goals, 0 assists, 2 saves, and 3 shots. Let's go ahead and get into the after-game talk. Wow, I didn't even realize that my volume was on. So, ladies and gentlemen, what an impressive game all around as we just watch those two teams play. And I'm just going to go ahead and say for the offensive and defensive talk, Kina Club's offense played well, their defense played well, Musical Strikers' offense played well, and their defense played well, but just slipped up very much at the end. They just played down to the wire. It was such an impressive game. Obviously, this is an age-old rivalry between Kina Club and the Musical Strikers. I mean, the Musical Strikers, obviously, if you looked at them into the playoffs, they were a whole entire different breed of a team, as they cruised through the play-ins without losing a single game, went to the playoffs, beat Kina Club, didn't lose a single game, and then didn't win a single game in the championship. It's a hard sight to see, but it happens every once in a while. Musical Strikers obviously played well, but just couldn't pull off the win. They're going to go to 2-4, and Keenan Club will go to 5-1. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I will see you in just a couple minutes to see the Keenan Gamers take on the 8-Bit Legends. See you there.